All right, friends, we're back with the final of 7 website basics that you should be aware of on your website. And this one is only required if you are selling products or services from your website. So for any e-commerce website or any website that has e-commerce capabilities, so think about if you have a WordPress website, if you have the WooCommerce plugin installed, that is now an e-commerce website. Using HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is essential. The HTTPS, it secures the online transactions and protects sensitive data like your personal information and your payment details. HTTPS builds user trust, improves your SEO, and ensures compatibility with modern browsers. Without HTTPS, your website is at risk for data breaches and loss of customer trust and legal issues. Okay, so why is HTTPS for security and trust? Well, it's for data security. HTTPS encrypts the data exchanged between the user's browser and the website's server. For any e-commerce site, this encryption is absolutely crucial. It protects sensitive information like that credit card data, that shipping address, that person's name and information. It includes login credentials. Malicious actors can interpret this information if you are selling products or services and you are not using HTTPS. It's also for data protection. So HTTPS provides protection against data theft. Without it, hackers or cybercriminals or malicious actors can intercept sensitive information sent over the internet. This puts users at risk of identity theft, fraud, and other forms of cybercrime. And HTTPS will help stop such attacks. It encrypts the data, making it unreadable to unauthorized parties. It also builds trust and credibility. So when users see that little padlock icon in the address bar or the secure label in the browser address bar, it means that the site is using the secure transfer protocol. This helps them feel reassured that their connection is secure, and it builds trust and confidence knowing that my information is not going to be intercepted by a bad actor. So it's reassuring to know that my sensitive information is protected while using this website. And then finally, if you are handling any credit card payments at all, you must comply with something known as PCI DSS. It is mandatory. We don't even need to go into the details, but using Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, HTTPS, meets that regulation. Now, if you've got a website that is not e-commerce, you're not selling goods or services, it's more of a brochure website, an information website, something that helps people find other information, it can still be beneficial to use HTTPS. So this helps with data privacy. Even if your website is not selling items, if you're collecting personal details like login credentials, contact forms, or a user profile, using HTTPS protects the privacy and security of this data. It also helps with SEO, search engine optimization. It can provide a lot of benefits. Search engines like Google prioritize websites that have HTTPS over websites that don't. It provides a boost in the search engine results page for anyone who's searching for your content. It can boost the website's ranking and visibility. And this leads to more traffic and more credibility. It also builds user trust. So even for non-transactional websites, HTTPS builds trust with users. It boosts credibility for users. It signals to visitors that the website takes security seriously and takes their privacy as an important feature. This can support user satisfaction and increased engagement. And then finally, modern web features and APIs like geolocation and little service workers, these are little machine things that do stuff for us that humans don't have to. They require HTTPS. Using this ensures compatibility with these features and provides a seamless user experience. So how do you determine whether or not your website is using the Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure? You're going to load your business website, look at the URL in the address bar, and see if it starts with HTTPS:// rather than just HTTP://. So you should also be able to proceed to initiate a mock purchase. So go through the process of checking something out, and you can cancel it before finalizing it. We're not taking it to that extent. We just want to check that the payment page is using HTTPS in that browser, in that address bar. You can also look for the padlock icon next to the website's URL in the address bar, and that also indicates a secure connection. And then you can also try accessing your website using different browsers and different devices to make sure that HTTPS is enabled consistently across all connections or across all platforms. If you are not using HTTPS, you're going to want to work with your website builder or someone who's knowledgeable about this. They will need to obtain an SSL/TLS certificate from a reputable certificate authority. And this certificate is necessary for enabling HTTPS. Typically, you'll be able to find this in your domain manager. And if you can't find it immediately, you can reach out to customer support and they will be able to help you. You'll be able to install and configure the SSL/TLS certificate on your web server, or you'll coordinate with your hosting provider to ensure that it's correctly set up. And then you'll once again double check that all pages, especially your payment and checkout pages, are served over HTTPS by default. You'll also want to set up, if necessary, some redirects on the back end of your website from HTTP pages to HTTPS pages to ensure that all users benefit from a secure connection, regardless of how they access your website. I know this one's a lot and it gets a little bit technical. I don't even want to explain the SSL certificate because it's not really necessary to know. It's only important to ensure that you have a secure website so that people have trust that their purchases are in fact secure and will not be attacked by malicious actors who want to steal their data. All right, that's it for our website basics. I hope this has been really helpful if you've watched this entire series. If not, links are going to be down below so that you can go back and forth between them. But thank you for joining me for this. I think this is really important that every website has all of these features enabled. Maybe HTTPS isn't necessary if you aren't using any kind of transaction sequence, but it's always really helpful. So have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me.